Hey YouTube, let me just turn this off. So I guess this is my real first video. I am working right now. I'm still dealing with some back pain, back issues, but the Lord has been faithful in answering my prayers, and praise the Lord, I'm making it. Anyways, I'm waiting for my next stop to open up, so. I just wanted to make a quick video about a dream I had. This was, oh boy, how many years ago now? 2014, I believe. I could be wrong about the date now. Should have really thought about that more before coming on. But I want to give you some encouragement. This dream was pretty incredible. My walk as a Christian hasn't been easy. I started out not being really serious about it, but the Lord had worked with me and chastened me, and looking back, I can see everything was for my benefit. And I remember praying and asking for dreams and visions and anything I could to just feel that presence of God. And anyhow, this dream that I had was so beautiful, and it's still, every time I think about it, it gives me great hope and encouragement. It started out, I was driving with my grandmother, and I'm in the west coast of Canada, just in a suburb of Vancouver. And if anybody knows this area, in Burnaby, there's a mountain. It's not Burnaby Mountain, it's lower than that. I guess it's called like Capitol Hill. And for whatever reason, my grandma and I were driving up on that hill, and I was driving her SUV, and we were talking. And as we were talking, you could kind of oversee all of Vancouver. And before you knew it, the sky turned blood red. And I mean, like, it was, the most beautiful sunset you've ever seen, with brilliant colors. This was just magnified. It was the most incredible thing I'd ever seen. And as I was looking at it, I turned to my grandma and I kind of said, "This is it." And before you knew it, it was just like a beam of red light came down and hit downtown Vancouver. And when it hit, I kind of take it was like a nuclear explosion. I'm not sure what it was, but you could see the shockwave coming towards us, and I knew this was it. And I had enough time to look over to my grandmother and tell her that I love her. And as soon as I said those words, the fire consumed us. And it was like that, and I was in this beautiful elevator. And that's the only way I can explain it. But the doors that closed in front of you were like glass, and I was going up in the sky. And it was beautiful blue sky. And you could see the clouds. And as I was going up, across the doors, it was everything that had ever happened in my life. Now they weren't visions, like it wasn't like a video of my life, but it was like words and sentences, and all the good things that I had done were big, almost taking up half of the entire doors as they went across, and everything that was bad was in red, and it was very small, and it flew by. It went very quickly, so I couldn't really make out all of the bad things, but every single bad thing that I had ever done, any terrible thought, any unforgiveness, anything, came streaming across there. And I just noticed as I kept going up, I felt as though my body was there, but I know it was in spirit. And so that's where it was very interesting to me, because the last thing that I remember seeing was the words that came across the elevator, and it stayed, and it was big, huge, and white letters, and it said, "Faithful to Janelle," and Janelle is my wife. And as soon as it said that, and I was able to read it and comprehend, the doors opened, and it was just beautiful blue sky with white fluffy clouds, and I woke up. Now, I've told people this, and this is still when I had been a Christian for a few years, but I wasn't really serious about my Christianity, my walk. And when it happened, it shook me. I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. And, scripturally, it's pretty spot on. I mean, when you think about you will be judged for everything, there will be an account for everything that you do, and, you're forgiven. But you still see what you've done, even though it was very difficult for me to see what I had done that was bad. But I just remember that presence when that door opened and I was able to step out. I woke up, but you could just feel that overwhelming peace. So anyways, that's one of my dreams, and I felt that would be a good one to share first off. So God bless you, and I hope to be back on here soon. Take care.